Hello friends, in this video I will explain the concept of missing invoice in new GST returns. So to understand missing invoice, we will be looking at three things. First, meaning of missing invoice. Second, what action recipient has to take in respect of missing invoice and how he will disclose such missing invoice in his return. Third, what is the liability on supplier and how he will disclose such missing invoice in his return. Also, I have given the relevant screenshot of the new GST returns. So before I start, I would like to request that if you find this video useful, then do like and share, and also subscribe to my channel for more updates. So now let us start. While discussing missing invoice, we are going to deal with three forms. First, form GST Annex 1. In this form, details of outward supplies, import and inward supplies attracting reverse charge are uploaded by supplier. Second, form GST Annex 2. It is for furnishing details of inward supply. Third, form GST RAT1. It is the main return which is to be filed under the new GST return, and most of the details in this return will be auto-populated from form GST Annex 1 and Annex 2 of the registered person. It can be filed on monthly or quarterly basis depending on the turnover. Having understood this, now let's look at the meaning of missing invoice. Under this new system, supplier is required to upload the invoices of supply made by him during the month in form GST Annex 1 up to the 10th of next month. This invoice will be posted continuously in the viewing facility of the recipient, and basis this invoice, recipient can avail input tax credit. However, there may be circumstances where invoices or debit notes are not uploaded by supplier. So here the question is whether recipient can still avail the credit on such invoices or debit note. At this point, concept of missing invoice comes into play. That recipient can still avail credit of invoices or debit note which are not uploaded by supplier, and such invoices or debit note under this new system are called as missing invoices. However, one point which is to be noted is credit can be availed on missing invoice only if such credit is eligible under the GST law. If credit is ineligible, then it cannot be availed. After looking at the meaning, now we will see various aspects of missing invoice. First, action to be taken by recipient. As discussed earlier, recipient can avail credit on missing invoice, but for the purpose of availing credit, he has to disclose the amount of such credit in serial number 10 of table 4A of GST RAT1. As you can see on the screen, serial number 10 is for availing provisional input tax credit on documents not uploaded by the supplier. Along with the claiming of this credit, recipient is given time to follow up with the supplier and get the missing invoice uploaded from the supplier in form GST Annex 1. The time given to the recipient for follow-up is 2 tax period. We will understand this with an example. Say purchase invoice is received by recipient in October 2020. The supplier has not uploaded the invoice, but the recipient has availed input tax credit in the month of October only. So now recipient has time to follow up with the supplier up to 2 tax periods, that is November 2020 and December 2020. Now two things can happen during this tax period. First, either supplier may upload the invoice, or second, he may not upload the invoice. So we will discuss the treatment in both the scenarios. First, let's see what if supplier uploads the invoice within 2 tax period. If supplier uploads the invoice, then recipient has to reverse such credit in serial number 3 of table 4B of form GST RAT1. You can see the relevant extract of form on the screen. The recipient is required to reverse the credit because the invoice uploaded by the supplier will be available to the recipient for the purpose of taking credit in his form GST Annex 2. As recipient has already availed credit in October 2020 in our example, he cannot take the credit on the same invoice twice, and therefore reversal has to be done. I would like to highlight that earlier, as credit claim on missing invoice was after excluding ineligible credit, so values in serial number 3 of table 4b should also be reported as net of ineligible credit only. Now let's look at the second possibility. Supplier does not report the invoice within 2 tax period. So let's continue our example. So when concerned supplier has not uploaded the invoice in his form GST Annex 1 of October, November or December 2020, then the recipient has to report the same in table 3L of his form GST Annex 1 of December 2020. The details has to be given document wise in table 3L. The details of document uploaded by the recipient will be communicated to the supplier. Here one important point which is to be noted is missing invoice shown in table 3L will not get added to the liability of recipient. Only information will be sent to the supplier. The only liability of recipient is to reverse the credit as and when supplier uploads the invoice in future, since credit cannot be availed twice on the same invoice. Reversal has to be done in serial number 3 of table 4b of form GST RIT1 as discussed earlier. If recipient has opted to file form GST RIT1 quarterly, then such missing invoice has to be reported in the quarter immediately succeeding the quarter in which credit was claimed. Now we'll look at the second aspect of missing invoice, that is liability on supplier. The supplier has to report missing invoice in form GST Annex 1 in relevant table. He is also liable to pay interest because of delayed payment of tax. Currently, the rate of interest on delayed payment of tax is 18%. So, all these things are to be kept in mind relating to the missing invoice. As per the latest update from the government, this facility of availing input tax credit on missing invoice will be available for the period of 6 months after the new system of return is being implemented. Thank you everyone for watching this video.